Hey there, my name is Amanda Kaufman.
And I'm Chris Lavelle.
And we're the creators of the Crush Method.
Yay!
We love helping coaches, consultants, and experts grow their expert empire. So we do that through coaching, we do that through programming, and we do that through actually done with you services. So that's what we do. And this month we are talking about a hot expert topic.
Tribe.
So 2 weeks ago, we started this conversation on tribe, and we were talking about how valuable tribe is, both for you to belong to, but also you to build and cultivate. It's essential. In 2019,
Oh, yeah.
I would say essential expert skill.
You need that support.
You do. You need that support, and you need to offer that level of support.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you just won't differentiate, and you're going to have a revolving door of clients as opposed to building loyal customers and a loyal customer base.
Absolutely.
And the results of your customers are impacted by how supported they feel, and community is one of those things that I think is really underutilized.
Absolutely. And a lot of what we'll talk about is what we observe, not just in our own experiences with our own tribe we've been building with the Crush Method group and so forth, but also what we see some of the major players in the coaching industry do. People like the Brennan Burchards, the Tonys, and so forth. What are they doing to create and grow tribe, in this case, for this month's topic?
Yeah.
So we share some of our observations in that regard to help you along your path a little more quickly.
Yes, and last week we were talking all about how to start your tribe.
From scratch,
right? And some of the things to take into consideration. So this week, I'm really excited because we're going to be talking about a topic that I think has a lot of people intimidated, that are in particular looking to formalize tribe through, say, memberships or running a Facebook group, or, whether it's free, whether it's paid. When you're starting to get into that regular rhythm of tribe and tribe building, that can be pretty intimidating. So I want to demystify some of that today.
Well, absolutely. Well, Amanda kind of alluded last time in our last discussion that if you go create all this tribe and then you do nothing with it, well, then it doesn't help you any. So this episode is all about what do you do with it now that you've got it.
Exactly. So it's all about how to run a successful tribe. So the number one thing, we're going to just give it to you right off the bat.
Wow, you're just going to lay it right out there.
Just going to lay it out there. The number one thing is having a discipline and a cadence, right? So the discipline is in the cadence, I should say.
And so that's called consistency in part. Absolutely.
And I mean obnoxious levels of consistency. Like if you're doing a thing every week, it can't be, sometimes on this day and sometimes on that day.
Sometimes you skip a week. Sometimes you maybe do 2 in one day and then none for 3 weeks. What she's talking about there is set up a cadence.
Yes.
As she said, set up some regular, predictable timing so that your audience knows when they're going to get a chance to connect, what the timing is for that, etc. It's that consistency that allows them to feel some comfort and some security and feel like there's something they can rely upon at a given time or day or week or whatever it may be to get that tribal interaction that they want, and honestly that you want too.
Exactly. It's really, I think, what can be so powerful is when you are reliably there on a regular cadence, people work you into the routine, right? And when you become a part of somebody's routine, then you know that you've integrated and you've actually become tribe. Boy, it's raining out. It's really cool.
Hey, it's winter today out there. Ugh, not very inspiring out there, but in here it's nice and warm and dry and we're inspired.
We bring our own sunshine.
That was saccharin sweet. I love it. But to Amanda's point about consistency, one of the things we do in the Crush Method Inner Circle, or Crush Method in general, is we always have a 1 p.m. Central live every day. Now, granted, sometimes we have kids, sometimes we have business meetings, and so we may do it a little bit early or a little bit after, but it's generally really close to 1 p.m.
I think that's actually a really good point, because with the daily Facebook Live, it's predictable that we'll do it every day, but because of the format, it's a little less of a big deal if we happen to do it 20 minutes later or 20 minutes earlier. Although if we could get it to 1 o'clock on the spot, that would be ideal. Now, when it comes to like our Crush Method Inner Circle, our paid membership, we don't just show up whenever we show up. We have a start set time, a set end time. We set that expectation. We send reminder emails out to people.
It's the same days during the month, etc.
And this is where I think automation is essential to your expert business. Because if you had to remember to send those emails on a regular basis, spoiler alert, you wouldn't do it. Right?
You'd forget it, you'd get distracted, it would be a burden, whatever.
So I built basically my 1 month repeatable cadence of sending emails and reminders and all of that kind of thing. And I actually have an assistant now that helps me to configure that for the correct time and so on. And we do it about 2 weeks before the start of the month. I don't know if you knew that.
I did. You told me that. And the point with that is that predictability. The tribe members, whether it's the inner circle or the larger group, the Crush Method group, they begin to be able to see, okay, I know this is coming at this time. It becomes part of their routine, part of the tribal dynamic, part of the, DNA of the tribe, I guess, to some extent as well. They know when they can get more interaction as a group, and they can predict it in their schedule.
I love that.
So I love the reminders. It also helps drive a lot of engagement. Those reminders drive a certain degree of engagement, having that consistency with, say, daily lives, like we gave as an example. That, again, gives you a lot of consistency and a lot of engagement that you can rely upon.
And, you know, what do we mean by engagement? Engagement basically means that people are actually interacting with your tribe. And if you're doing a lot of stuff virtually, it can be kind of hard to tell, right? Because people will be looky lurkers and, you know, you don't know if they're actually watching or not. So what's your favorite way to generate engagement? Mine is to ask questions. Do you see what I did there?
I do see
Do you see what I did there?
Well, you know, something I would share as well as a counterpoint to what Amanda was just mentioning. She was talking about a lot of automation and how that can help with that. That's absolutely a very efficient way to get it done. But you can also be a little less formal if maybe you're not at the point where you can do a lot of automation, and you can just kind of off the cuff it a little bit more as long as you're consistent with it. And I'll give an example in my case. So I have a tribe I love exercise a lot. I've talked about that before here. And I have a tribe that I've been working on cultivating and kind of growing of exercise people at my local CrossFit box that I enjoy a lot. Now, it's not just the entire CrossFit box, but there are some specific groups that have a common sense of humor, for lack of a better description, with me. And humor drives me a lot to show up. And having some people that I've built a rapport with, that we have a similar sense of humor, we like joking and cutting up and stuff, helps me show up to exercise. And so I don't have a lot of formal automation around that, but I pretty regularly make sure I drop some jokes. I ask them about their jokes. And we just have some kidding and cutting up a little bit before or after, even during the workout if need be, just to kind of engage each other. And that's what we're talking about with engagement as well. And consistency is I do that consistently. And now I've started to get a lot of tribe from people that they don't look like me per se, but they think a lot like me. And that helps me feel supported in my tribe. And that's engaging them to interact with me more. And I'm finding more and more of the right people are engaging as I'm consistent about this, even in a non-automated kind of organic way.
I love that. So when you run a successful tribe, you've got that consistency, you've got that engagement, you've got all of that. Yep. You're still going to have to work to pull people into it to make sure they're aware of it, that, you know, there's some promotion that has to happen. Mm-hmm. But what's really cool is as you build that momentum, it becomes very attractive, right? Like
a little bit self-fulfilling to some extent. Yeah.
You start to get your own momentum, which is really, really cool. You don't have to work as hard to attract people, which is
absolutely.
Nice.
And, you know, you can even go so far as to say, hey, guys, we really resonate well here. We've got a great connection and great tribe going. Who else do you know that looks like this? Invite them. And you can actually ask the tribe members, hey, invite some other people that look like us, that act like us, that think like us, and want to contribute the same way we're doing here now. So they start finding the rest of your tribe members for you.
Love that. So hope you loved this episode and it gave you some really great ideas about how you could be approaching your tribe building. We're going to be back again next week and we're going to talk about one of my favorite aspects of tribe, which is the money. How do you monetize your tribe? So definitely stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to. And please, go ahead and share this with anyone that you know who might be building their own coaching practice, expert practice, and need to have these distinctions and nuances to be more successful in building some audience that actually engages with them.
And you know what? To my comments of a minute ago, feel free to connect to our tribe on Facebook. The Crush Method.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see you on there. Take care.
All best. Mwah.
Mwah. Hey there! Thanks for tuning into this week's The Crush Method video blog. I'm Amanda Kaufman.
And I'm Chris Lavelle. We loved having you here.
Be sure to subscribe to receive more goodies in your inbox every week and share with others you know who are eager to learn more about building their coaching and expert business.
And don't forget to leave a comment below to share your own experiences to inspire and lift others on this journey.
And check out our podcast on iTunes called The Crush Method Show so we can join you on your commutes and workouts.